Hello everyone. It's another Wellness Wednesday, and it's me again, your everyday counselor, Mama Lily of Africa. And today I'll be taking you through a topic which is the access to mental health services within youth correctional facilities. So it's going to be a presentation. I want you to stay tuned and learn some resources, some useful resources, and some best practices. Do stay tuned and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Today, I really desire that we all be well, because when we are well mentally, then we can progress with our lives. So, as a matter of priority, your mental health is very key, because then you'll be able to align and coordinate everything that works around you, because your mental state is in good condition. Stay tuned and please share this video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to Mama Lily of Africa, and please do put a comment and a like so as to encourage us to keep bringing you wellness tips. Thank you very much and stay tuned. So that will be access to the topic for today will be access to mental health services within correctional facilities. Stay tuned, guys.
For this assignment, Ify Keys, Folashade Tinko, Vilma Bano, Natalie Miller, Lydia Abocha, Omoroa Stevens. Today is August 9th, 2023, and
Okay, so go ahead.
Introduction. Youth correctional facilities play a crucial role in the rehabilitation and treatment of juvenile offenders. Given the high prevalence of mental health disorder among incarcerated youth, ensuring adequate access to mental health services within these facilities is of utmost importance. This assignment aims to highlight the significance of providing comprehensive mental health services to young offenders, the challenges they face in accessing such services, and potential strategies to improve their mental well-being while being incarcerated.
Stigma. There is often a stigma associated with mental health issues, which can prevent youth offenders from seeking help or disclosing their problems to facility staff. They may fear judgment of mistreatment if they reveal their mental health concerns. 2. Limited resources. Many correctional facilities, especially those with limited funding or overcrowding, may not have adequate mental health services or staff trained to address the specific need of youth offenders. 3. Lack of screening and assessment. Appropriate treatment. 4. Inadequate staff training. Correctional limited family involvement. Family support is essential for the successful reintegration of youth offenders after release. However, distance from family, strained relationship, or lack of communication may prevent family members from being actively involved in the mental health treatment process. 10. Re-entering challenges. After release, youth offenders may face significant challenges in accessing mental health services in community.
Escalation can further exacerbate their mental health struggle and impede with the social development. Lack of rehabilitation. Rehabilitation is a crucial aspect of juvenile justice system, aimed as to help youth and offenders and regenerate into society of successfully. Inadequate mental health services hinder the rehabilitation process and making it challenging for the youth to develop the skills and coping mechanism needed for a positive re-entry. The long-term trauma. Experiencing inadequate mental health care with incarcerated can leave lasting emotional, psychological scar. The trauma or neglect or mistreatment may persist long after release and hinder with the youth ability to lead a fulfilling life.
So I'll be taking best practices for providing mental health services in youth correctional facilities. So one is improving mental health services for young offenders requires a comprehensive and multifaceted approach by creating a more supportive and effective mental health system for young offenders to ultimately foster their rehabilitation and successful reintegration into society. Some effective strategies and best practices can be implemented are as follows. One is a comprehensive mental health screening. So implementing comprehensive mental health screening during intake to identify mental health needs early on. This can include standardized assessments and interviews conducted by qualified mental health professionals. Another one is the individualized treatment plan. Developing individualized treatment plans for each youth based on their specific mental health needs and goals. Tailoring interventions to their unique circumstances can lead to better outcomes. Mental health staff training. So providing specialized training for correctional staff on recognizing signs of mental health issues, understanding their unique needs of young offenders, and de-escalation techniques. This helps create a supportive and understanding environment within the facility. Access to qualified mental health professionals ensures that the youth offenders have regular access to qualified mental health professionals, including psychiatrists, psychologists, counselors, and social workers who are experienced in working with young population. Another one is the evidence-based interventions. This implement evidence-based mental health interventions and therapies such as cognitive behavioral therapy, trauma-focused therapy, and mindfulness technique. These have been shown to be effective in addressing mental health issues in the youth. Group therapy and support network. This facilitate group therapy sections to create a supportive environment where young offenders can share experiences and learn coping skills from peers facing similar challenges. Family involvement. Involve family in the treatment process by providing family therapy and support. Strengthening family relationships can enhance the support system for the youth during their time in detention. So, community care. Establish protocols to ensure continuity of mental health care after release. Collaborate with community-based mental health providers to ensure seamless transition and prevention interruptions in treatment. I would also like to add that if they get out of confinement, that they can have aftercare service programs such as employment programs that can easily help them to manage their situation, considering their disability, and giving them jobs that will help them find fulfillment, even knowing that they do not have full capacity to handle most of the stressful jobs out there, and then they're able to take their treatment and they're also able to integrate properly. Then we also have mental health education. Offer mental health education programs for both incarcerated youth and staff to increase awareness and reduce stigma surrounding mental health issues. Crisis intervention is another one. Crisis intervention and suicide prevention. Develop and implement crisis intervention protocols and suicide prevention programs to identify and support youth at immediate risk. Then we have the recreational and creative therapies. Integrate recreational and creative therapies such as art therapy, music therapy, and sports to provide additional outlets for self-expression and stress relief. Very importantly, the restorative justice practices. Implement restorative justice practices that focus on repairing harm and building positive relationships. This approach promotes empathy, accountability, and understanding among youth offenders. We also have the peer mentorship program. Establish peer mentorship programs where youth who have successfully managed their mental health challenges can provide support and guidance to their peers. We also have the data collection and evaluation. Regularly collect data on the effectiveness of mental health services provided to young offenders and use this information to evaluate and improve the quality of care. Finally, advocacy and policy changes. Advocate for policy changes that prioritize mental health services for youth within the juvenile justice system and secure adequate funding to support these initiatives. Thank you.
Facilities. Additionally, OYA has partnered with community-based organizations to provide continuity of care upon release, ensuring that young offenders continue to receive support and mental health services in their communities. 3. Connecticut Juvenile Training School, CJTS. The Connecticut Juvenile Training School has been reorganized for its effort to reducing the use of solitary confinement and implementing more therapeutic alternatives. The facility shifted its focus towards trauma-informed care and counseling, which lead to significant reductions in indecent of self-harm and violence among youth offenders. Luciana Basarocha is a non-profit organization that works with high-risk young adults, including those involved in the criminal justice system. Rocha intervention model focuses on cognitive behavioral therapy, life skill training, and employment support. Their approach has demonstrated success in reducing recidivism and improving mental health outcomes for youth transitioning out of the justice system.
Facilities by providing early intervention, evidence-based therapies, and comprehensive support. Mental health services can foster rehabilitation, improve outcomes of incarcerated youth, and contribute to safer communities. Policymakers and stakeholders must prioritize mental health support within the juvenile justice system to ensure the well-being and successful integration of young offenders into society.
So thank you very much for being a part of today's edition of Wellness Facts with Lily. I look forward to seeing you again on our next Wellness Wednesday. Don't forget to share this content. It might be useful to someone. And if you have anyone struggling with their mental health, you need to be considerate. Because if you're well mentally, then you should be able to know that some people actually have a disorder. And when they have this disorder, for you who is mentally stable, you should be able to manage them so that you give them treatment and care while they're struggling with their disabilities. It's not the time to push them away. Life is not meant for us to throw people away who are not doing well. What we can do for them is to help them, to redirect them, to pray for them, because some things which are beyond man's capacity are not beyond, they're not above the powers of our Creator. So take these problems to God and stay and help them. While you're doing that, make sure you don't get your mental health affected, knowing that you're dealing with someone who has a disability. People get disabled over time. Every part of your system doesn't work as it will work when you were younger. And it is proper for us to have understanding people in our lives, to stay by our sides, even when we are going through difficult situations in our lives. So before I wrap up today, I want to tell you that there's a solution to every problem. Just look for it. And be patient with people who have their disabilities. Everyone cannot be strong like you. Let's not end our relationships with people because of their inabilities. Let's be understanding with them. And while we pray for them, share resources with them, teach them what we know, help them to get medication. Sometimes they just need a pill. And people should not run away from the fact that is facing them. If everything is not going well with you, sometimes you have to just seek for help. Go out there and get the help that you require to make your life, to sustain your life, and to continue to progress your life. You can't keep jumping in and out of things, because the truth is that it might be that you need to get help with your mental health. Honestly, if you're mentally strong, then you should be able to go through life with all the challenges, and then you push through and get to a better place, a place of wellness, a place of fulfillment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the comments already. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for subscribing to our channel. We'll keep trying to bring you wellness facts every now and then.
Never at ease, I don't know a limit. Chasing a dream, I don't know what sleep is. I got a queen, she lit me to eat it. She ripe like a peach and she snapped me to snip it. I'm well overdue for that link up in person. Text me to fall through a murder, she wrote it. Still up with courage, you're doing a service. Pull up to the crib, I'm equipped with the brush strokes.